Welcome back to the show. House Majority Leader, Mr. Steve Scalise from Louisiana. Steve, welcome. We were talking earlier about all this. I know you've got issues, but you're going to carry the day. This thing's going to get through. I have no doubt this thing's going to get through. And I think the policies are very good. But what I don't understand is why the growth baseline is so low. Ways and Means, 2.1% average for 10 years. That's CBO stuff. You know, if you gross that up to 3%, Kevin Hassett and I were talking, you get yourself $4 trillion more and a lot less spending. And I just don't understand why the GOP can't shake off the CBO and just go its own way.
Yeah, Larry, it's great to be with you. And, you know, we had a lot of internal debates and fights, whatever you want to call it, over this issue. A lot of issues we had internal wranglings over to finally come to an agreement, and how economic growth would be calculated was one of them. Where we settled in the House was 2.6% economic growth. And look, I think it's going to be more like you. I think it'll be at least 3% because we have a lot of pro-growth tax provisions. Just the idea you're making tax cuts from 2017 permanent, locking those rates in for small businesses, for individuals, looking at the additional things, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, permanent. Looking at immediate expensing, bonus depreciation, making that permanent. That's going to juice the economy, Larry. Getting that certainty will too. But I think it'll be greater than 2.6, but we agreed to limit it for the budgeting purposes to 2.6% growth.
Steve, can you walk us through what does this show look like in the next couple of days?
So Sunday night, the Budget Committee will go back in. They're going to meet. Look, we're talking to those members who voted no today. We're going to work through it. There were some questions they had for the Trump administration. We were working on getting them some of those questions answered. Things like, when is implementation of work requirements going to happen? We're speeding that up. Speaker Johnson and I already agreed to do that. They want to know the exact date. We have to work with Dr. Oz because ultimately Dr. Oz has to implement it. We don't want to jam him and make it too early. But Dr. Oz is going to do it as soon as possible. We're going to speed that date up. We're going to get the bill passed. And then ultimately by next week, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on the House floor, that bill will pass. One big, beautiful bill will pass the House. And then it goes to the Senate and they get to start their process. Although we've been keeping Senator Thune, Senator Crapo, all the other members of their leadership informed every step of the way so they know what's in this bill. Hopefully they don't have to start over from scratch.
So, Steve, it could pass the Budget Committee, you're saying when?
Sunday night.
Oh, okay. Terrific. I didn't realize that. And then it goes through rules and then it goes to the floor.
Goes to rules, goes to the floor, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere in there.
All right.
As fast as we can get it done.
Nobody better than Steve Scalise. Thank you, Mr. Leader. We appreciate it very, very much.
Let's get it done. Let's grow this economy. President Trump's leading the way. Thanks, Larry.
Yes, sir. Be right back with my last word.